Tonight's response is a health alert for patients of a well-known radiology center in South Florida. The Food and Drug Administration has stopped Lakes Radiology 2 in Sunrise from performing more mammograms until they correct a problem.
Yeah, the FDA ordered the center to send letters to patients who had mammograms there over the last 2 years. Consumer investigator Myriam Masihy explains why.
The letters went to many women, including me. I have to get mammograms and ultrasounds every year because my mother has battled breast cancer. My grandmother died of the disease and I have dense breasts. If you had your most recent mammogram at this center on Oakland Park Boulevard, you might have received this letter saying there is a serious concern about the quality of mammography that our facility performed between May 16, 2016 and April 9, 2018. The letter sent by Lakes Radiology 2 say the FDA determined that we failed to meet the clinical image quality standards established by our facility's accreditation body. The owner of Lakes Radiology 2 denied our request for an interview, but via email told us the problem started last April when they tried to add a second mammography machine and the FDA denied them accreditation due to technical problems. It has to do with the MQSA, or Mammography Quality Standards Act.
And it's something that Congress came up with in the 1990s to make sure that facilities that practice mammography do it under certain quality standards.
Dr. Monica Yepes, head of radiology at the University of Miami's Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center, can't talk specifically about the Lakes Radiology 2 case, but says all centers are checked to make sure physicians are qualified to read mammograms and that the exams are performed correctly.
Are we radiating the patients adequately, not over-radiating them or under-radiating them? Because either way, we might be missing information or hurting the patient if there's too much radiation.
Dr. Yepes recommends that patients who get a letter like this request their records, including the report and CD images.
If your last mammogram was over a year ago, just start by getting an appointment at another facility. And what you can do is take your imaging and use it for comparisons. If your mammogram was done less than a year ago, then the idea would be to have your studies reviewed at a facility that is accredited.
An accredited center must have a certificate with this ACR seal. The doctor recommends patients ask if the radiologists who interpret mammograms have a subspecialty in breast imaging and go to a center where radiologists spend at least half their time interpreting breast imaging.
Is the facility where you're having your breast imaging a facility that also offers all the other modalities in addition to mammography, such as ultrasound and MRI?
Lakes Radiology 2 offered those services in the past, but since they lost accreditation, they say they are working very closely with the FDA to correct all issues and are expecting to finish the process in the upcoming weeks so we can reopen the mammography department to the public. As one of the patients who received the letter, I decided to get a mammogram and ultrasound again, and fortunately, everything went well. Just days ago, the FDA revoked the accreditation of another center in Deerfield Beach because they failed to send these type of letters to patients. We should note that Lakes Radiology has another center in Miami Lakes that has no problems. And an important reminder to all women, as long as you are normal risk for breast cancer, you should be getting those mammograms every year starting at 40. Myriam Masihy, NBC 6 News.